This is the VCF 2025 Pitstop 2, given to us by the Vintnerd for free. If we would plug his channel, which we've been doing, and we'll do it again. And also, we're going to open it right here, and we promised we would crack the seal on Epic's Pitstop 2, which is
into the vertical line, generation Atari.
Into which this is a game that I remember having and loving. I believe I had a cartridge, maybe? But anyway, let's open this up. Taking off the plastic on the back. It's kind of munched on the top, but I do not care. The plastic is off. There's the front of the box. There's the back of the box. Right there, it says the magic words, Atari Computers, disc 48K. I remember my heart jumping every time I went to a store and saw Atari Computers on the name of a box for a game, because you didn't see it that often. Oh, especially in the Commodore days, especially after 1984, 1985, you'd see lots of Commodore and you'd say, where's the Atari version? And just seeing that was I don't know, it was great. I'm gonna open it up. What's inside? Well, first, we've got the Pitstop 2 instruction manual. There's a lot here. Pitstop 2 instruction manual. Now we're gonna play this. Ooh, there's an ad for what is the Epic's 500XJ. My eyes don't work that well right now, but look at the Epic's 500XJ stick. Oh, this is awesome. Here's the fold out of the instructions, which we will go through. This page, and then this page, and this page, and we will talk about the instructions for the game in just a bit. Here is the reader response registration card. Here is the beautiful Pitstop 2 5.5-inch disc. Oh, I'd love if this would work, but I don't have a working 1050 drive, so I'm gonna have to play it on I'll play it on a real 800 XL, but it will probably be from an SD card. And finally, an Epic's. Ooh, is this an Epic's poster? Epic's poster of the games. Epic's is literally one of my favorite companies from back in the day. They made such good stuff, and Pitstop is one of those games. So let's see. This is Crack the Seal Pitstop 2. Now we're gonna try it.
We got this game to crack the seal at VCF SoCal 2025 from the Vintnerd. Here's the Vintnerd talking about giving us this game.
Hey, Steve.
Oh, wait, what am I saying?
Vintnerd, you're going to tell me about Pitstop and how...
Okay, so Pitstop for the Atari, these guys, you can't see, I guess, Jeff and Steve, really wanted it, and I'm like, it's yours. And he wouldn't take it. I said, well, you got to plug me.
The plug
the channel.
Vintnerd, we'll plug the channel.
Plug the channel and plug VCF SoCal, and I guess that's about it.
Oh, that's great.
From the Pitstop 2 manual. Introduction. Pitstop 2 is the first racing game that brings you the thrill of battling an opponent, the excitement of fighting for the lead on the track, and the suspense of struggling to be the first out of the pits. Realistic first-person graphics and a split-screen display allow you and another player to experience the challenge of auto racing head-to-head, the challenge of true competitive action. This is racing the way it's supposed to be. You can't relax when you take the lead because you know he's right there behind you. Will he try to pass you in the hairpin turn, or do you think he'll wait for the next straightaway? 6 of the world's toughest racetracks are waiting, from Brands Hatch and its hairpin turns to the mile-long straightaway of Watkins Glen. You can practice against a computer, but nothing will compare to the fun of racing against another person. That's the whole story behind Pitstop 2. It's simple. Auto racing was never meant to be a solo sport. As you can see, it looks a lot like Pole Position, and this is a 2-player version of Pole Position, head-to-head, except it adds something. It adds the pits. The pits. The pit entrance will appear on the right side of the track as you approach the pits. To enter the pits, steer your car into the entrance and slow down to less than 120 miles per hour. Races can be won or lost in the pits, so don't waste a second. To refuel, move your crew member with the hose to the gas intake on the back of your car. Watch your fuel indicator. If you overfill, the tank will empty and you'll have to start all over again. To change tires, move the appropriate tire changer to the worn tire on your car. After he grabs the tire, hurry over to the stock of new tires. Once you pick up a new tire, move back to the car and mount it. To leave the pits, move the cursor near the flagman and press the fire button. Make sure all of your crew members are away from the car. So, Epic's made amazing 8-bit games back in the day, and Pitstop might not look like a lot now, but it was really the first game that I can think of, along with Pitstop 1, and this is Pitstop 2, that added the element of strategy with the pits to your racing experience. Otherwise, it would just be another version of Pole Position. It's a fascinating game of its time, and I think it's a real standout from the 8-bit computer platforms.
We were children of the Silicon Revolution, an X generation conscripted to fight the console and home computer wars. A product of an analog 70s childhood, we came of digital age in the 80s, believing we could affect the world 8 bits at a time. Armed with joysticks, full-stroke keyboards, Jolt Cola, and MTV haircuts, we proceeded into the vertical blank. There, we stayed up late at night, devising incantations from D&D rulebooks and beginners' all-purpose symbolic instruction code. Video games were the match, and programming was the fuse, as the infinite possibilities of the digital world exploded into the internet age to come. We are Generation Atari.
Into the vertical blank.